Welcome back to Boring Reviews.
Boring land.
Oh, just kidding.
Blasphemer!
All
Hello,
right.
Boring Review Nation!
Kind of pointless.
We know all things. Hello, Boring Review Nation! Gabe!
Nick, and also the final reaction. How are you guys doing? We are excited, right, Gabe? Gabe's excited to get crushed right now. I'm excited to crush it. To crush him. Destroy him.
So stop it. Listen. We put out other top 10s, right? Year after year. And, you know, when we put out top 10s, again, first and foremost, guys, we are not film critics. We're not Siskel and Ebert. You know, I want to say it, we're much better looking than those who just say it, bro. You know what I mean? Siskel and Ebert, dude, those guys were on TV. Those guys were on TV.
Hey.
Really?
Disrespectful.
Really?
Rest in peace, Siskel and Ebert.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, whoa, they couldn't find somebody more photogenic.
They're the goats. They're the originals.
They're the originals. They're the originals. Bro, they upset me when they crushed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, how dare you? How dare you? I never forgave him. I never forgave him. So anyway,
listen. A lot of things.
This is our top 10 list, but we still decided to do something a little bit different this year. All right. We wanted to give you guys the process in which we go through our top 10 list because we do put in a lot of thought. And normally there's a lot of back and forth with me and Nick, a lot of disagreement, a lot of, shall I say, you know, slick talk from time to time. You know, somebody may drop a disparaging comment here. Yeah, it's slick talk. You know what I mean?
Gabe.
Disparaging comment there from time to time. So we had fun actually even getting our list together and getting it compiled. So we want to give you that overview of A, the work that goes into it, but B, you know, the fact that we may not even agree on the list and how we compile that final list. All right. So this is gonna be a different video. We're gonna both go through our top 10, and then it's almost like battle royale style. As we're going through the list, we'll knock off a film if we're like, oh yeah, Nick had a good point. That's a better film, and we'll end up with a nice crisp 10 list. Now, for fun, this video is gonna be broken up into 2 parts. It's gonna be a long one. All right. So for those of you that are on our Patreons, thank you for our loyal Patreons. You'll get the full videos with all the added extras. Nick might, you know, drop an expletive here or there. He might talk some, you know, drop some slick talk or whatever. You know, I may drop a blasphemer here and there. You know, throw a hat, maybe just get really upset. That's probably gonna happen. But you'll get the full compilation, and then on the main channel for shorter, we'll give you guys the end result of here's our top 10. This is what we decided, and we'll go through the reasons why we decided that why this should be in our top 10.
And if you want to check out the entire video in its full duration, go ahead and consider being a Patreon but look down below in the description box and you'll be able to see the link on how to get to our Patreon, and you can watch this video for as little as $1 a month to support Gabe and I and our channel. So we're going to go ahead and get into, like Gabe said, we don't ever profess to be actual movie critics. I don't even call myself a movie critic. People ask me, like, what do you do on YouTube? I don't mention that. I just like to talk about movies. But in our list, it's our opinions, what we thought, how we reacted to the film, how we felt about the film. We could have nonsense in here according to the critics, but we liked it, so it's going to be in our list. And hopefully that's why you're checking us out right now, to see what kind of craziness do these guys have. Now, since we check out Indian films and American films, British films, all that kind of stuff, we're going to have probably a mixture of different films. What do we like the most is what's going to be in our top 10. Are you ready for this, Gabe? I know you got to be scared.
Come on, cousin. You already know. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. So here's our rundown, and this will be the much shorter version for our top 10 films of the year. Nick, we're going to start from, you want to go 1 to 10, 10 to 1? I don't really care. Let's go ahead. You introduce the film. We're going to give us our top 10, what we loved about the film, and listen, 30 seconds or less because this has been a super long video. What do we end up with? Nicholas, go ahead. Number 1.
Well, number 10, we're going to start with number 10, and that's your film right there, so you go ahead and do it. Suicide Squad's number 10. Suicide
Squad, directed by the Gunn brothers. Suicide Squad, so excited. It breathed life back into the DC universe. This is what DC is. It's darker, it's grittier, has a sick sense of humor. Not for the kiddos, guys. Even though it's a comic book fan, this is not your Superman and not your Captain America, not your Boy Scout film. So be careful with that. Parents, you've been warned. But it was so much fun. Some new stars came out of this, and John Cena. I didn't really realize he could act. He can act. He's really funny. Go check out Suicide Squad.
Number 9, we got Sarpatam Parambai. I can't say that last word. This is an Indian film. It's a great boxing film, but it's also even a better story. You got a whole lot of the inspiration, the comeback story. You have all that kind of stuff. Check it out if you have not seen it yet. I can't remember where we saw this off of. If this is a Prime Video or whatnot, but it's on streaming. You got to give it a watch. What do you got, number 8?
For number 8, we have Judas and the Black Messiah. Judas and the Black Messiah, important film, HBO Max. I think it went right to HBO Max, as a matter of fact. And it was the story of Chairman Fred, very famous Black Panther, probably the third most famous Black Panther in America. It tells a story of how the FBI basically, set him up and got him killed. There was a very, not just a story, but the acting performances by Lakeith Stanfield in this film, who plays the person who betrayed Chairman Fred, Bill O'Neill. And if you actually go on YouTube and look up Bill O'Neill, he talks about it years later, how he regretted doing it, and I think the guy either committed suicide or died or something like that. Just the entire story is so important, because it killed him, it ate away at him that he did this and betrayed somebody who was doing led such an important movement as the Black Panthers, and free school lunches, community watch, house building, all this stuff the Black Panthers originally stood for. So great film, check it out. We're talking about, once again, Judas and the Black Messiah.
All right, number 7. Number 7, we have Trisham 2. Looks like we got Trisham 2, number 7. Trisham 2 is a sequel to a Malayalam film, another Indian film. If you've not seen either of the Trisham films, you've got to check out the Malayalam versions first, and you've got to check it out for the twists and the turns of what you think you know is going to happen, but you don't know. And the second one is more the same, even though it's not a rehash. It's different events going on with the same family. Trisham 2 is a type of film that is going to surprise you. You're going to be entertained by it. You're going to be shocked by it. It's going to have all of those things. A great dramatic film with some great actors. Check out Trisham 2 at number 7.
So, number six, I am going to be going with Dune. Dune, to me, Nick, is one of those films that I was just like, man, Dune, it just took me back to my childhood. It was a great story. It really made me feel things. It gave me the feelings, as they say. Dune was really a fun time at the theater. Great cast of characters, great acting in it. Unfortunately, some actors aren't in there the most as long. Zendaya fans, be forewarned. She's in it for like 15 minutes. No joke. I'm not even joking there. But check it out, and we're talking about Dune. Nick, what do we have at number 5?
Number 5, we have a film called Free Guy. Free Guy is such a great time at the movies, and you might hate when people say that, but it's absolutely true. It's a comedy. It's fictional, obviously. It's got Ryan Reynolds at his best. It's got some other good actors in there. It's got some really, really funny scenes, and it's also got some really enjoyable entertainment type things. You don't have to know anything about anything to enjoy this movie. You just sit down, you get your popcorn, you enjoy it, and you're going to love it when you're done watching it. I loved it. That's why it's number 5.
Ooh. Next, Nick, this is our general consensus, top 4 film. Put them in whatever order you want to, but these are the 4 films you have to absolutely watch. First, we're talking about Muram Murali. And for comic book fans, I am so happy that it's the genre is starting to spread to other film industries, so that you can continue to grow the industry, continue to get more fans, and that it doesn't die out as all the doom and gloom, movie critics have been predicting. Comic book movie fatigue. Yeah, I don't think so. You've got a very serious film industry who took it over, gave us an unbelievable story, and Muhammad Ali, to me, is one of the best comic book stories they've given us. Again, unfortunately, Netflix direct to streaming, so the budget isn't as big. Doesn't have the big budget CGI and that you expect as far as in, these action comic book films. But that is the only knock on this film. Nicholas, give us our number 3 film.
Yeah, Manal Morali is fantastic. We have Justice League at number 3, the Snyder Cut. If you have not seen it, because maybe you don't have HBO Max, we get it. You've got to find a way to watch this movie no matter what you got to do. You got to check out this film. Even if you are not a DC person, you didn't like the first one, don't judge out the first Justice League. This is a re-edited, repackaged, and a much better film. You've got to check it out. It's such an amazing experience, and it's so epic, and it's my favorite Zack Snyder film by far.
Marvel fans, if you go back to the back of the comic book store, Torpedo Comics, they got some bootleg versions you could get on the low, and they won't even put it in the DC cover. So like that, you don't look like you walking out with one or whatever. You could still be your, I'm Marvel all the way. But Marvel, I'm telling you, this is, basically DC's Endgame. That's how good this thing is. You got to watch it. So do whatever you got to do. Get you a burnt copy or whatever, walk in like, where'd you get that? Bro, you can see all the Marvel films right now. You're watching it. You're, oh my gosh, they're watching it, Nick. So compelling, right? And all of a sudden, a friend comes in. What are you watching? That's DC. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? No, it wasn't me. It's my first time. You can see it right now. You want to do it, Marvel fans. Embrace DC the way DC fans embrace Marvel films. Come on. Let's just be one comic book community. So
absolutely.
Again, our number 2 consensus film on the list is Sudar Autumn. This was, I don't understand why this thing, honestly. And I said, okay, consensus. You had 2, you had it 1, I had it 1, you had it 2. We could go either way. I'll go up the list. Okay.
That's okay. You can do everything. I'm just gonna put over here the real number right over here.
Okay. So let's call it 1A, 1B. All right. This movie should have been released in theaters. This should not have been a Amazon Prime film. And I suspect that because of the political nature of the film, similar to Judas and the Black Messiah, the powers that be said, no. This movie is way too controversial to get a big platform like that. But sometimes these are the most important films. You have to watch this film. Whether you're American, whether you're British, whether you're Indian, the story it tells, the acting, what it brings to light. You know what I mean? Again, one person's terrorist is another person's freedom fighter, and you understand, really just how people talk about war like it's nothing. I know, especially here in America, sometimes because it's so far away, we don't see it. But man, there's a scene, guys, in this film. I don't want to ruin it, but this thing made my skin crawl, where he's going back, and Nick knows what we're talking about, getting more and more loved ones that have met their maker, and it was just such a powerful scene. Unbelievable cinematography. The score was great. There's nothing bad about this film.
Everything.
You got to check it out. Please go check it out. Amazon Prime. And Nicholas, our 1A, 1B film
is Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home, it definitely meets the hype that it was been given in a 2-year period, really, with the pandemic and how things were being pushed back and things weren't able to. In a down year for Marvel, in my opinion, they ended on a strong note. It's not my favorite Marvel film, but it's our 1B favorite film of the year. It's the top of our list, I guess. Right. Gabe's taking priority on this one, but it is so much fun. It is fantastic. You've probably already seen it. If you have any interest, if you have not, go ahead and check it out. Even if you haven't seen other Spider-Man movies, you will still enjoy this. It does a great job of building up each epic moment and making it even that much more special. And how do you not like Ned and MJ and Tom Holland's Spider-Man and everything else involved? Yeah, absolutely. Did you just do that? Yeah, I did.
Oh my gosh, I'm going nuts right now.
Go ahead. Spoiler alert. Go ahead and check it out if you haven't seen it yet. That's our top 10. The most important thing, ladies and gentlemen, is what is your top 10 For Patreon, this is like close to a 2-hour video for crying out loud. That's the same length as some of these movies. Here on YouTube, it's a much shorter video, a more edited version of our top 10. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
We know all things.